We are here on 16 Grove. Kevin's gonna give us a full in-depth tour of this house. So Kev, we're outside, let's start here. What are you looking at?
Absolutely. First thing that I notice is just the quietness and the dead end street that we're on here.
All right, yeah, so dead end is important, right? I love that because literally, like, no cars are coming by here other than the cars of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses.
Correct.
Right? So like very, very private. Everybody's super slow through this area. So what else are we looking at? We have
ample parking.
ample parking, probably about 4 spots.
Probably about
somewhere
4 spots,
around there. Okay, or if you only got one car and you only want to shovel one spot,
right.
just leave the rest unshoveled.
That's
All right,
right.
so obviously we look at the roof, we
Yeah.
look at the chimneys. The chimney actually looks pretty good up there.
The roof looks like it's in fine condition, but that's again something that the inspector will
Yeah,
check out.
absolutely.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
all right,
about
we'll
it.
check out the yard in a minute. Let's go on inside and take a look inside.
All right, so we're here in the porch area that they finish off for usable space, and you can see that they put a table here that has storage underneath these seats that Brad and I are sitting on.
Yeah, those lift right up. Yeah, they took a 3-season porch and made it into 4 seasons. They opened it up to the house. They took out the windows, so it's right through to the
It's a
inside.
very smart use
Yeah.
of space for dining area.
Yeah, this is unique. I've not necessarily seen this set up in other houses, but I think this is very unique in that it created an increase of usable space to the house.
And it didn't take away from the drop areas for
Yeah.
shoes and jackets that a lot of people still enjoy when they walk in their front
Yeah.
door, because you still have all of that space over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, I like it. So we got our little eat-in area, storage underneath here. These lift right up, and a cool
barn door.
barn door
Let me
that
help you out with
swings.
that.
Oh, there we go. Looky there. Nice. All right, well, let's go on through the barn door into the kitchen next. All right, Kev, we're here in the kitchen. What are we looking for?
So first thing I look for in kitchen is cabinet space.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to have ample cabinet space. You can never have too much space. Plates,
Yeah.
cups, and they all need somewhere to go.
Yeah,
You don't wanna have
absolutely.
them-
And if you're moving into a place, you want to determine that, like, this is an important room for a lot of people, right? So you're going to want to determine from a price perspective, do you like the stainless refrigerator? Do you like the stove, the washer, the dryer, the microwave, all that kind of good stuff? Just so you can get an idea of, like, budget-wise, like, what you might want to be doing over the next year, 2 years, or 3 years, right?
Exactly. Like this island here.
Yeah.
It's works great for the space, but this is something that you're going to want to check with your realtor. Any type of furniture really isn't going to stay with the house when it sells.
So that's a good point. This is a great island, but it is a piece of furniture, right?
Right.
So
It's movable.
It's movable. So is it staying? Is it not? If it's staying, great. If it's not, you could get a new piece that goes here. But I think the other thing that's nice about the movable islands is the fact that you can put them off to the side. If you had like a party, maybe you put it up against that wall just to serve off of or something like that, just to open up your space a little bit further.
More standing space.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, awesome. We're gonna head on over to the
Living room.
living room next.
Let's do it.
All right, so when we come in here, we have these. What does this tell us about our heating system here?
So this is steam heat,
Okay.
and you will talk a little bit more about it in the basement.
All right, awesome. And then we have that eat-in spot that they made outside on that porch.
Yeah.
And it looks like they opened it up here just to give more space. Like,
More space.
you know,
it's
now everybody's
a little bit more air, a little bit more light,
And if I were a kid or even adult, I'll just climb right through
and you get snacks.
just for fun. Oh yeah, and
you could
snacks,
just
too.
you
You
can
can
just be
hand the
passing
snacks right through.
snacks.
I love it. All right, that's
Yeah.
good. So living room, and then also we've got a nice spot there. You have the TV up over here, but it is always nice to look for that. Is TV something that you watch? Not everybody does, but if it is, you want to have a nice spot for
Yeah,
that.
not all
So-
living rooms really fit a TV
Yeah,
because of window location, couch location.
absolutely. Yeah. So this one happens to have a good spot. All right.
Absolutely.
This, I think, is one of my favorite things about the house is the outside and the porch area, the deck. So why don't we go on out there next and talk through that?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, like I said, this is my favorite part. I love the size of this deck out here, overlooking the yard, which is really nice and big.
All fenced in yard.
So
Brad said,
dogs, kids, whatever.
dogs, kids, whatever.
Yeah, keeping them in, keeping them safe.
Yep.
Even though you're on that dead end street that we talked about already.
You can never
it's
be
nice.
too safe.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it looks like we have some good storage here too. We've got a storage shed down there, as well as there have some chickens.
There's chicken. We
Chicken
chicken coop
chickens.
stays. if you want,
All right, if you want it. And then I'm seeing around the corner over here access to the basement.
which is always good for storage.
Again, more storage,
More
right?
storage.
All the yard tools. We've got
Yep.
a really nice lawn here. So if you want to have that lawnmower, if you're not getting it landscaped by a professional,
Pretty flat, very
do
usable.
it yourself. Yeah.
very usable.
Access as well back in through a
Yep.
mud room, back
So
through the house.
Leads right to the bathroom. So if you have company over, it's easy access to the bathroom, which is, in my opinion, very useful.
All right, let's do it. We'll check out the bathroom next.
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right. I'll say one thing. I mean, bathrooms are bathrooms. You do your business in there. But I think that one thing some people miss is just a full tub. And this actually has a full tub,
Yep.
right?
Full
So a lot of times if you've got some kids, young ones,
Absolutely.
you want to give them a bath.
Yeah.
And it's not just a stand-up shower.
Yeah.
I've actually had some friends who moved into a house and they were like, wait, we have no tub. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a big thing with a lot of buyers that
Yeah.
we work with that have young kids.
Yeah,
If that
absolutely.
house doesn't have a tub, it's a no-go.
Yeah, you have to have that. Upstairs,
Upstairs.
I think, is next.
Upstairs.
All right, Kev, what are we looking for up here, man?
Yeah, so obviously these are the bedrooms, good sized bedrooms. First thing I look for in a bedroom is the closet size. How much closet space does it have?
All right, and I liked as we came up the stairs, we've got some handrails there. That makes it easier for older adults plus younger kids traverse stairs and is necessary for a lot of government financing as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also in here, you have 3 windows, all bringing in great natural light.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's head on all the way downstairs. We're going to go to the basement. Let's go
Yep,
check that
let's do
place
it.
out. All right. So when I come into a basement, one of the things I notice is back over that way, actually a full door out to the outside.
Yep.
It's not even a bulkhead.
Yeah.
So easy access to the basement is really
and
important.
It's, yeah, storage, it's
outside.
easy to lug things in and out.
Absolutely. And this tells us we have oil.
Oil heat.
Obviously, there's this tank here. One thing just to know, as buyers, when you do buy a house, they do check the level the day you close, and they make an adjustment for the oil. So if this thing is half full and you're an optimist, it will cost you, whatever. But if it's half empty, because you're a
Cost you.
pessimist, it's going to cost you exactly the same.
Yep.
But what they do is they take, if this I don't know how big this is, but let's imagine it's
75.
275. He
Probably.
knew how big
Well,
it was.
I don't actually know, but
All
that's
right.
standard.
Yeah, that's the
Probably.
standard. So 275. If it is half full, they're just going to divide that by 2 and multiply it by the price of oil that day, and you're buying the oil in that tank. We've got our oil boiler here.
Yep. So it's a boiler.
Looks like we have brand new. What kind of water
Looks like
heater
a
are we talking here?
Electric water heater.
Electric water heater. Okay, all right. So
Electric
we're not domestic. I actually prefer that, having had both. I actually prefer to have the electric and not have it hooked up domestically. But other people are different too. I don't know if there's an advantage to one or the other. But all right, let's head on over back this way, and we've got our washer dryer down here. And then usually one of the first things I actually come to when I come down here is going to be the electric
Electrical.
panel too.
Yep.
I always look in there. I don't know what I'm really looking for, but it just makes me feel official.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what do we have here for service?
100 amp service.
Okay. So,
Which is-
I mean, a house.
House
this
of this
is
size.
plenty
Plenty.
of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
And
could-
obviously, an inspector would be able to tell you that if it was undersized or whatever.
Yep.
But I would agree.
You
I'd
could
seen
add another panel
if you needed to. Yeah, sure. And then this tells us what?
that it is on public water.
Public water. Okay, that's good because we're on a dead end street, so sometimes those dead end streets aren't serviced by that.
Correct.
What about the
Public
the
sewer as well.
Public sewer too.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just convenient.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You
Super
know,
convenient.
not having to deal with
Septic.
septic Title V.
Well,
Well,
it's
Title V is not in Connecticut.
Not in
Sorry, that's a
Connecticut.
Massachusetts thing.
But still.
All right, and then you'll see this on some older houses, obviously.
Fieldstone.
Just the fieldstone. Like, I mean, it's not in bad shape
No.
either, right?
No.
And what I like about this, I think this intimidates some people, but again, I've owned a house that had this before. When was this house built?
1915.
1915. Okay.
More than 10 years ago.
Yeah, so if you think about it, it's been 110 years this was built. They're still in this good a shape after 110 years. I'd like to see a foundation laid today, 110 years from now, if it looks as good as this does.
Yep.
So
a lot of inspectors will say, well, it's still standing, so it's not going to fall
it's
now.
still standing. There's been natural disasters. There's probably been, or I don't know, we don't get a lot of earthquakes around here, but occasionally.
A couple world wars.
We've had it. Oh, yeah, we've had it.
Not in this soil.
Yeah, but either way, this doesn't intimidate me necessarily from a structural perspective, having owned one. Although that doesn't mean there's not structural problems on a
Of
house,
course.
right?
Of
But again, that's an inspector.
And we're
is gonna
not
take a look.
inspecting, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And then does this artwork come with the house?
I'm sure you can
Because I love
negotiate
it.
it in.
I love it. Look at it. Look how the sun shines through it, and it's not as cool without the sun shining through it. It's really cool with the sun shining through. I like that. All right. There we have it. All right, Kev, appreciate you showing us around this place.
Absolutely. Thanks.
I like the detail of these tours because it kind of shows me all the stuff that you're pointing out to your buyers and all that kind of good stuff.
Through the eyes of a realtor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you come in as a buyer, one of the main things you're doing is, could I live here, right?
Yep.
You're like building an image.
Vision.
Yeah, you're building an image of your life in this house, and can you see that image? So you're not necessarily looking at the details, whereas it's great to have a realtor like you who's coming in behind you and go, whoa, wait a second. You said this was a non-negotiable. This house has it or doesn't have it, and allows that person to dream a little bit, but also then have you point out the things. And
Come back to reality.
Yeah, well, they want to make an informed decision, and they might be dreaming and love the place so much that the things that they thought were must-haves are no longer must-haves, but you're at least bringing it up to them so they know. So anyways, all right, appreciate you. This is awesome. Thanks for having me here today.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you have it. If you want to come view this property, let me know. If you're interested in selling, give me a call. The information on the screen.
Yeah, buying or selling, call Kevin McMillan. No, that doesn't work.
Didn't right.
If you want to buy or sell, call Kevin Howell.
Bye.